lads and lasses, right, that's me back out. I'm only out for a couple of hours, and this is just to test my Equinox. So I'll have the camera on, I'll show you my settings, and I'll just assume everything's iron. As I said, I'll be out a couple of hours, so I'll try and show you all my digs as I'm doing them, just so you can see what I'm seeing or hear what I'm hearing. I'll not use my headphones, so we'll see. I moaned a bit about the Equinox, so I'm giving it another go, because as people are saying, I'm not used to it, so maybe that's all the problem is. But it's miserable weather, so we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. I'm on one of my first permissions that I ever got. I know this is going to be chock full of iron, and that's why I picked it, because I want to see if I can check to see what I'm hearing and is it iron. And I'm going to actually set it. I'm not going to have the horseshoe on, and I might flick it on and off just to check stuff. And I've done a lot of research on the Equinox settings and what to look for iron and stuff like that. So I did that prior to the last dig, but I've done more, and I've just assumed it was the Detectorist, not the detector that was at fault, because everybody says the Equinox is a superior machine. So fingers crossed. I'll see you on the first dig later. Okay, so here's my settings. I'm on field 1. I have noise reduced. Ground balance I'm leaving at 0. Volume 25. Background noise threshold level 1. 5 tones. So let's have a look at the tones. Tone 1 is 1. Tone 2 13. Tone 3 18. Tone 4 22. And tone 5 is 25. Okay, so let's have a look at the next. Accept reject. It is actually sitting at 0, sorry. My accept reject is sitting at 0. So on to the next one. And I'm going on a swing speed, recovery speed of 4, with F2 at 3 and F8 at 3 as well, because I want to hear the iron, or I don't want to hear the iron, and I want to know it's iron. So that's it, and I'm ready to go. So fingers crossed, I'll see you on the first dig. Okay, here's my first one. It's between 14, 16, 17. But right, still the same. So let's put the iron on. Let's see. Still coming up the same. And if you can hear that in the background, you can hear that grunt behind it, beside it. I would say that's iron. So let's pinpoint. Right, it's pinpointing at -8 there, so let's dig and see what it is. There you go. Big chunk of iron. So it's exactly what I thought it would be, but I had to dig it double check. So I'll swing over the hole. If there's nothing else, I'll cover it up and go on to the next. Oh, here's another one. It's quite a faint, so it's saying 16, 17. I've got my sensitivity at 23. but as you can see, so some people are saying pump the coil over it, see if it's on. It's not. It's saying it's deep. Let's go round and have a look. Right, and then they're saying put the iron on. So and it's saying it's 15, 16 and sometimes it going to -3, -2. So to me that's iron. Let's pinpoint it. Right, so it's saying it's there. So let's dig and see. Right. It looks like it's a wee hinge off a door, or a door handle should I say, a wee bit snapped, but it's no big iron, but it's still iron. So, or maybe copper, so at least that seemed a bit better. So fingers crossed, it's things like that I'm hoping to learn. But on to the next. Right, here's another one, quite faint, saying 22 to 26, doing 13, 17. So and this way it's doing the 36, 39. So let's put the iron on it and let's see. So I switched the iron on and it's saying a -8 at times, but still saying 25. So let's turn. It's saying -8, so it's saying it's big iron to me, but that's that wee 26 there. So let's pinpoint it. It's saying it's roughly there, but it's saying a -7, so to me that's iron. Let's pinpoint it again just to make sure. I've switched the iron off and it's no finding it really. So somewhere here, so it's saying 39 when it does pick it up. It's saying it's deep, 39, so I'm going to dig there. Aye, that's it. The Equinox finds small stuff and it's tiny, but all that, and I thought it was going to be iron. However, while swinging over it, there is a signal here. There's a signal here, so I'm going to give that a dig as well, and I'll come back when I dig it out. It sounds better. It's in a 17, 18, and I didn't hear any iron sound, but I'm not expecting much. So shortly, big iron again. Big bent nail, big bent nail. Oh well. So by the looks of it, square nail or whatever it is. But on to the next. Okay, this is the part I don't get, right? Got a sensitivity at 23 and hear it. So turn my sensitivity down. It was at 25, I must have turned it back up, but let's see, that's it set at 20. Is that wee squeak there? So that's at 18. To me that's the same sound as iron, but there was a wee squeak. Hear it? Is it 28? 30. Right, so there's where the irons I think is 18, 19. A wee squeak. Nothing. So, right, that's saying 18, 19 there. Turn the iron on. Hear the iron. Saying -3, so I'm not digging it. I think that's where the problem is. I think this is a big iron. There's a lot of iron here. So, as you can see, am I swinging too fast? Do I need to change my recovery speed? Well, actually, let's do that first of all. Change my recovery speed up to 6. Right. And I'll slow my swing down a bit. Not by much, but just a bit. And let us see. Am I going too fast still for a recovery speed of 6? That's a 12, 13. But look at saying it's, if each of the notches is 2, it's saying it's 8 inches down. Right, let's see. So here. Right, so let's try the iron on again. It's still saying 12, 13. So to me, that's a better signal. So let's try that one. I would say aluminium, but it's no, it's solid. It looks like aluminium, but it is solid. So it's not a can, but I think that's a wee bit of aluminium. So right, I've been out about 40 minutes. As I said, it's going to be a quick one, and I'm just going to walk up to the gate, then walk back down. So I'm not that far from where I started, and I found what? Nothing. Iron, 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 and aluminium. So tell me what you think I should do, but at least it's quiet again, and I've got it in all metal mode on, so the horseshoe's on. So I've switched that. See, that is coming up. I can hear that, but it's coming up a -6, -7, and there's a grunt, so I'm not digging it. And that's what I want to do, is learn the sounds of the simplex. No, the simplex. I'm used to the sound of the simplex. I want to learn the Equinox. There's iron round that, but it's coming up 2021. So if I turn the iron off, listen to that. To me that's iron because of the signal. So if I go up 2 or 3 inches off the let's try pinpointing it. Right, says it's there. So let's dig it and see what it is. Out there, out there. Is it a pipe? But checking on this. Look at it, big bit of tractor, and it's. I'm just going to leave that. I'm not digging that up. But that sounded better. So I'm just not used to the signals, and I'll need to get used to the signals if I want to play with my new toy. So I'll walk back down. Here's the gate I came in from, and I'm heading back down. It's I don't like the Equinox. Don't like it at all. I'm just not used to it. I'll need to spend more time learning about it. So fingers crossed, we'll just keep going. Right, I'll speak to you soon. Here's one that I think sounds nice. However, let us know what you think. So it's coming up at 14. I've put it on to all metal mode and it's still coming up at 14. There's no grunts behind it. But turn around. Still coming up 13, 14. So, but look at the size of it. You know what I mean? To me, that's a big iron. Yeah, it sounds good either way. So let's pinpoint it. So there is where it's pointing to. So let's give it a go. Gone. So dug, detected, pinpointed, can't find it. It's gone. So I'll swing the detector over it one more time. And if you can see what you think it is, where I'm going wrong, tell me. Because this is getting crap. That I couldn't find, so I think it was just a hot rock. Because swinging over it, it says it's out. But it disappeared. I'm on all metal mode, so if I take all metal mode off and swing over it, says it's out, but my pinpointer's not finding it, so I'm assuming it's a hot rock. I'm heading back down to the gate, and the only time I'm switching this back on if I get a signal I like, because I just want to see if I can find something that I don't care what it is, a bit of lead, something signal it's not what I think is iron. So I'll speak to you in the car unless I find something. Right, later. Right, what I'm going to do is factory preset it. Right. So, and then I'm going to go to field 2 and just go from there. Okay, noise balance. Right, ground balance I'm leaving at 0, so I'm leaving everything volume 20, tone 50 tones I'm changing it to 5 tones, leaving that, and I'm reducing that to, well, I'm actually going to leave it. And so a factory preset it just took the down to from 50 tones to 5 tones, and I've left everything at the factory settings, and it's at 20 sensitivity. So let's see that. I'll actually turn the sensitivity up, see if until I get, so it's at 25. Hear that? Just a wee chatter, so I'll go down a couple. I'll go down to 23. This is the last 5 minutes or so. So maybe down to the gate, I thought I'd give it a wee set. I'll just do a wee zigzag back to the gate. See if I can find anything that doesn't actually annoy me, like the Equinox does. You get a theme here that I don't like the Equinox. Oh, should have gone for the Nocta Legend, because at least the Nocta, I'm used to the sound of that. Fair enough, it was a Simplex Plus I had, but it would have the same basic setup, just a lot more detail. So let's turn around, see what we can get. I'm just zigzagging back to the gate. And it's quiet. Considering the way up, it was noisy. So it was. Very faint signal. Let's turn around and see if I'm still getting the signal. Barely. This is just all mud. This is where the coos are stood. So basically iron, aluminium. So nothing at all. Next week I'm hoping to be out with a 15-inch coil up in a pasture field that I've done multiple times with the Simplex Plus. See how it goes, but do I want to put the big coil on when I'm not actually mastered the machine yet? So I would say no, but what am I doing wrong? It's really annoying. New machine, yeah, I need to learn it, but just the basic stuff. It's just finding iron, nothing else. You know what I mean? There's a signal there. 11, 15, 17, 27. Turn around it. 29. So put the iron on, and what am I getting? 20, 30. Is that multiple signals? Who knows? But is that a big bit of iron next to something decent? Let's see. Right. Right, so let's dig this last hole. Oh. That's it. That's what came out of that hole. Big chunk of iron. Absolute junk. Okay, I'm going to check the hole again, but I doubt it. Anyway, I'll see you in the car. Right, back in the car, absolutely knackered, and I was only out for about an hour and a half. And I found junk, which I expected to find. I must admit, I just wanted to try and get used to it. The field I chose was one I knew was full of crap, just so I could actually get used to the signal. Didn't find anything decent. At least once I dug a hole and it disappeared, so I'm assuming it was coke because my pinpointer didn't pick it up, but the detector did, and there's just a few rocks, so checked a couple of them and they were quite light, so coke. But I got what I expected out of it. Absolutely hee-haw. I showed you the settings. I did a factory preset. Didn't really change much from that. I changed it from 50 tones to 5 because 50 tones just, I'm still struggling with 5 tones to actually know the difference in what it's telling me. And even the first time I'd actually had the iron basically up so it would actually tell me, and it made zero difference. What am I missing? The Equinox, obviously, everybody tells me it's a great machine, but I'm finding it a pain in the arse. Am I just used to the Simplex Plus that much that anything else just is bad because I'm expecting to read it like the Simplex. Simplex is literally simple to use, to understand. Any of those signals with the Simplex, I would have just walked away because the Simplex gave me the grunt that I knew it was iron. Yeah, if I went on to all iron and did it, it was giving me a negative number, but there was a couple of times it didn't give me a negative number at all. One of them was aluminium, but the other one, it just basically, I think it was the coke. So I know that if I get a signal it's decent, I switch to all metal mode and go over it, and if it gives me negative numbers, walk away. But there's something I'm missing. I don't know what it is. Any idea? Put it in the comments. Educate me. Old man needs education. But I used to be a teacher. Knew I need education. Completely different. But I'm missing something out. Everybody tells me Simplex is great, and I'm finding it an absolute nightmare. Am I just expecting too much out of it? Am I jumping ahead for not understanding it and expecting it just to go, hoo hoo, stuff here you want to dig? But I don't know. I feel like I half-wit. I can't find one, so I'll just stick with myself. I know, all jokes, dad jokes, what can I say? Let me know anyway. But until then, get out there, detect and collect. Know the iron. PJ may be old, but I'm trying. Unsuccessfully, but I'm trying. Anyway, later.